hi, welcome to New Indian Express. I was actually supposed to be meeting you, especially Shefali, in Bangalore, but the event got cancelled. But yeah, but glad to see you in the Zoom boxes, nevertheless.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was. So my binge watching right now is human. Coming back to the show, human just a small word, like, and it's heavy in the content, but it's a just human. Like, how did the name come up?
I think when we started writing the show, and as you start writing, you start debating it also. And there were many titles in the discussion, but one day, I don't know who suggested it, but the title came around human. And we all thought, oh, this was a great title and we should keep this. And then, of course, it went through its own debate because platform thought that maybe it was not commercial enough. And we thought that it's intriguing enough for us to, keep a title like this, and it will allow us to build a lot of interest level because it's unusual. And they allowed us to keep the title. They backed our creative judgment. And I think audience quite like the title. After seeing the show, they are liking it even more. So I think it's been a good decision to keep that title.
Yeah, absolutely. And the show got like really good names. We have Kriti, there is Ram Kapoor, there is Seema Viswas. Of course, we have Shefali there. And how has your preparation been for the show? Because you are like, I mean, there are great names, but of course, we have you. How did your preparation go for you?
Well, Gauri Nath wasn't an easy character to play. One. Two is there is no instruction booklet that came with Gauri Nath. She's extremely complicated and extremely unpredictable. So much so that while we were shooting, there were times when the camera would roll and she would surprise me. No matter how much I got deeper into her head, she still has an ability to surprise and not in a good way. Also, the way she was written against the way I played her is very, very different. So she's written like a lioness, and I played her like a deer. So yes, her mind is so messed up and so dark and convoluted. But then I thought, what if this person on the physical appearance was soft and gentle and demure and vulnerable and fragile? What happens if this is a combination in one person? It could be lethal. And I spoke to both my directors, Vipul and Moses, and they kind of found my approach very interesting. So then it was just also then, as an actor, there are certain things which are very identifiable, which are your strengths, which people identify you with. For example, my voice, or the way I talk, or the way I walk or move. For Gauri, all of that has been changed and broken down to create this completely new person. So it was a risk. We all knew it was a risk I was taking. Because had I played her the way she was written, it was a safe home run. But I said, that's not the exciting part. The exciting part is to do something completely bizarre with this woman. And so I cannot even actually, there is no way I can explain to you how I worked on it.
I always, recently only I found out the right expression. It's a Lady Diana's body and mind of a joker. That's how it eventually turned out to be. And so yes, it was a risk, but I think it paid off. So you can't really complain after it pays off, right? You can only live in anxiety till it pays off. But now that the show has been declared a huge success and everything that comes with the success and the love and the affection of the audience, there is no complaint.
And going back to Shefali, like we have a genre for yourself. I was trying to, of course I sneaked into your Wikipedia trying to put you in a bracket of genre that you can fit into, but you have your own genre. Like, it doesn't come under any umbrella. Like, it's your type. So how do you pick your roles? Like, you guys collaborated after uh, around
17
last was
years.
in 2005, 17 years, if I'm not wrong. So how did you pick this role after, like, did he convince you? Like, I mean, okay, today is the ice cream day.
He didn't have to convince me at all. He just gave me the script and he said, "Tell me what you feel, and we would like you to play this role." I read the script in one night and I woke up in the morning and I said, "It's a terrific script and it's a very, very exciting role." And I'm on. It was as simple as that. But as far as how I pick up work, of course, there are the three main parameters. One is the script, the role, and the director. But even if all of it is checked out right, if it doesn't touch me deeply inside, if it doesn't churn me inside out, then I won't do it. I mean, when I read, my impulse and my instinct and my heart leads me. So when I read something and if it just goes hum, I'm like, fine, I'm doing it. Then we'll think of the whole, you know, the logistics and how do you work around it, etc., etc., etc. But it's always about a script hitting me straight in. If it doesn't, no matter how big and how brilliant a commercial decision would be for me, if it doesn't touch me inside, I won't. Maybe that's not the right thing to say.
No, that's the right thing to say.
For both of you, you have seen television to big screen to back to television to OTT now. So has TV lost its innocence, or it has evolved into giving more feels to the actors, especially for you guys or in your career, like both of you?
See, the OTT might be a television format, but it's a very different format than the TV that happens in India. Because in India, when you have to write, or the whole parameter of success is that how long your show can run. Obviously, you're going to improvise every day as you move along. Nobody will write 500 episodes and then they will shoot. It's not possible. So everybody goes along improvising in TV. Whereas here, you're going to write 10 episodes or 8 episodes or whatever is your season's length. You're going to give it 8 months, 10 months, even a year to write it. So you're going to write it even better than film, for that matter. Also, the long format or the OTT format allows you to go bold. The commercial Hindi cinema will have some restrictions. Here, there is complete freedom to go and express yourself. So this is very different than television or film, and you can see it in the reaction that people give. So that's where you realize that what you've done has touched people in what way.
Working spouses, like, it's a very popular, I know you will be bombarded with this question time and again whenever you have worked together, but it's the most popular notion that spouses shouldn't be working together because it just brings fights to the home bedroom, basically. So what was your rule book or a memo while you both were working together?
No, the simple rule is that respect the other person as a professional. Don't take them for granted. I will not take her for granted ever, and I'm sure she will not take me for granted. We respect each other and we work like professionals. We do our job. The moment pack-up happens and we come back home, we are back to being what we are personally, and which is we don't interfere in each other's life. I don't tell her what script are you reading, why are you reading, what is the... If she has to tell me, she will tell me. Same way, if I'm going and watching something, she will not say, why are you watching this show or that film or whatever. She'll let me be. So you just let them be. Go back again. And of course, if there is a point to discuss, we do discuss and we do talk about it. And we sort it out if there is any disagreement without getting really, agitated about it. Because it's a work-related problem and you need to sort it out like professionals. We don't fight with our actors if they have a disagreement with the way you are directing. So why would I have the same or a different approach with her? If I was not going to fight with, say, Kirti, why would I fight with her? Because at least as an actor, she deserves that respect from me. So then it's simple. It's not very complex.
That's wonderful. And do you have the other side of the take on that? Or
No,
it's
it's like for example, the one thing he said is that we don't interfere in each other's work. Well, I look at it differently. In fact, whenever I get offered something, he's the first one I discuss it with. When I read his script, when he is working on a script, I'm the first one to read his script or see his first draft cut. So we share each other's work. We give each other's. I definitely don't hold back my point of view, and neither does he. That's the point of sharing it, right? Because I want to know what you think about it. But at the same time, we understand and respect that finally it's his film and it's his choice, vice versa. That it's her script, she's been offered this, it's her choice and her decision. So that goes without saying. We have it. Secondly, we have a common passion of films. We are both obsessed with cinema, shows, whatever. So, and when you're working together, even if you have a disagreement, it's always a more constructive thing because you're both trying to work towards the one big goal, which is the show. And that much clarity we both have. So it's like you convince me or I'll convince you, or let's come midway because this is just going to take it up to another level. So that's how it is. But yes, we have to keep in mind that, listen, the way we would normally talk to each other, which would be understood by family and friends, probably on set, they may not be able to understand. Does not mean we pretend it. Because after a point of time, no one can pretend, and I'm the last one who can carry a facade. And I think people just got used to the way we used to talk or chat. In fact, Ram kept joking about it. He said, I want to make a separate show on Chef and Vipul. This is going to be a very entertaining show.
Yeah. On that note, that was amazing and entertaining as well. Thank you so much for chatting with me. It was lovely talking to you guys.
Thank you, Monica. I'll see you when I come to Bangalore.
Definitely.